welcome. Today we're going to talk a little bit about, before I say what, you'll see me moving over my eyes around. That's because I have it, I have my notes. So I'm going to be looking at my notes. That's just what's going to happen. This is new. This is going to be messy. This is perfectly imperfect because I'm starting on this new journey. So that's what we're doing today. And the topic today we're talking about is stuck or scattered. If you're feeling either of those, I get it. The whole world is feeling that, like this uneasiness that's happening. And it could be that it's happening before, but it has shone a light on you. And so you're seeing it more and you're feeling more out of sorts. We get it. It's happening. I coach people, I help people, but it's happening. And we can't shy away from that. This is going to be, I have a few other videos. Let me say that's not the first video, but my first sit down video where we sit and we actually talk this out. Now, it's not going to be great. I understand that. And I didn't want to make this video, but it's time I do it. It's going to be short and sweet. It's probably going to be 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take me. And I was told I talk fast. I don't know. Some people speak faster than me, my kids do. And some people speak slower than me. But you can fast forward it. You can speed it up if it helps. But either way, this is what we're doing today. We're talking about stuck or scattered. And with you feeling any of those, feel the feeling and then move off from the feeling or with the feeling to do the other thing that you're going to do. On this channel, I'm going to talk a lot about feelings, how to work through them, how to understand what the mind is telling you, how to separate things, how to feel good about yourself when everything feels like crap. Because I'm a coach. I'm a money mindset coach, but you hear money and mindset because money fatigue is a real thing. Having your mind feel like you're not doing what you say you're going to do is a real thing. And all these things that sometimes we don't want to hear or can tell somebody else about, it is real. I want to know. I know it's real. I coach people on this on a regular basis. Not only do I coach people, I also have products that goes along with it. So on this channel, I'll be showcasing the behind the scenes as I walk through my day with the product, like a day in the life or different things. But this specific video is a chatty video. I'm coming back out. It's going to be weekly. And that's what I said, perfectly forcing myself to make sure I sit down and do it because I tend to put it off. I taught a master class this morning, and then once I'm done, I want to go shut down and get into the nitty-gritties. But I promised myself to do it, and I want to stay to my promise. And here's what I want from you. I want you to start promising you to do at least one thing every day that is hard and difficult to do. I want to do it. And then go, whatever you got to do, splash water in your face, have a glass of water, do whatever you need to do. But I want to get up and do it because that's what I'm doing. That's the challenge I have for you. Before we start anything, I know you just met me. Who is she? What is she telling me about challenge? Why is she bothering me? I am. So here's the question. Do you ever feel like your brain is juggling, too many tabs at once? Do you feel like if you close off one, the whole place is going to be caught on fire because you really want to get to the other thing? Most of us feel this way. You might not want to talk about it, but it's true. Because although we say we want to do 3 to 5 things or one thing, we still know there's a lot to be done. So the one thing might have 7 steps. And that's what you have to understand. So if you decide to do one thing for today that is meaningful to you, I want you to realize that you've probably done 7 to 9 things because of all the steps that it's going to take you to get there. So do the one thing, close the rest of the tabs. And if it's 3 things, you're probably looking at anyway from 15 to 25 things within the 3 things that you say you're going to do. Micro steps, baby, micro steps. This lady's been at it a long time, so I could tell you. Micro steps is the thing that's going to help you to do the best you could be. The best. Because you're going to come away feeling so great that you've got it done. And because you didn't rush through it, because that's how the world makes us feel like we have to rush through everything, you're going to realize that you could actually do this thing called life, this thing called business. Those 2 things that is just simultaneously happening. Because obviously I might be talking to entrepreneurs. And even if you're a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home woman, a stay-at-home man, no matter who you are, if you're slowing things down or you want to, this is all up to you. So we're going to talk about that. So let me introduce myself. I'm Coach Karen Fern. I'm a money mindset coach. And I help multi-passionate entrepreneurs tap into their skills. And if they're doing so already, make their money, and actually believe that they can do it. This is a whole pile of worms. I'm not getting to the whole thing today, but that's what I help people do. And on this channel, I'll be talking a lot about that. The things multi-passionate go through, the things that make us don't want to do at times, and just a whole lot of things surrounding that. So I'll be talking about that. On this specific episode, this clip might turn into a couple of clips, turn it into the whole video. I'm going to talk you through what I do and how I'm going to share my knowledge. It's been a long time. Big girl here. I started my business when I was less than 2 digits. I was 9. So I've been in business for a very long time, right through my teens, took a break in my 20s, went to college, and then, pick right back up. So I've been at this a while. So let's get on with it. What is one decision you've been avoiding? And if what I said before is one of those, go do it. If you're avoiding something, I want you to go do that very thing that you're avoiding. You're going to feel so much better once you're done. You're going to feel better when you start it. Even if part of you say, no. You're going to feel better when you start it. And you're going to feel good when you get halfway through it. And then the best is, even if it's not finished, if you did a good portion for the day, or the time, something's on my lip, or the time that you've given yourself, you're going to feel good about it. Because it's that thing that you've been putting off. Whether it's to write a sales letter, I know we can use ChatGPT. Yeah, I know we can use that. But you still have to come up with the concept of what you want. So even if that's all you did, don't feel bad if you pop it in and they give you a clarity on that. It's okay. Nothing's wrong with it. Because before, we would think of something and have a friend or a colleague and we just pass it by them. That's why you got to look at it, okay? I hope that's helpful. But figure that out. Pause this video right now and comment below one word to describe how you're feeling right now. And what do you want to do with that feeling? Do you want to work on that feeling? Do you want to walk through that feeling? Do you want to walk beside that feeling? Or do you want the feeling to just suddenly zip and go away? Because it doesn't. But maybe that's what you want. And even if that's how you're feeling, I want you to go write that down. I just want the feeling to go away. I just want the feeling to walk out of me, and I don't want to deal with it. Do it. And then let it be. But you have to give up once you say, that's what I want to be gone. Like, you're going to have to give up it. You can't hold on to it. You can't be there, that feeling caregiver anymore. You can't hang on to that feeling because you want it gone. So if you know that you want to work through it because it's going to help you to see something more, then I want you to do that. Find that word and then work through it. Now, I do have a journal, a small journal, just like 4 pages. Like, there's bigger, and I'm going to be making them. But this is a simple PDF that you can go and work on right now, and I want to get it in your hands if it's something you need. I'm going to read off my screen. I'm going to look over here and just read off my screen. I'm going to pretend that I'm going to memorize everything. Just ain't happening. So here's what you're going to find in there. Some of the things. I'm going to ask you to find a seat and sit somewhere quietly undisturbed for 5 to 15 minutes. You can do that, right? You can find 15 minutes. I'm sure you can. Even if it's just 5. But I'm hoping you can find 15. It'll give you a little more leeway. Okay? I want you to breathe, and I want you to inhale slowly. And then I want you to exhale even more slowly. You got this? You got this? Got this, right? Yeah. Notice without judging. Observe your body, thoughts, and emotions. I want you to, at the moment, I want you to just be present in what's happening. I want you to ask deeper questions. Who am I beneath all the roles and responsibilities that I have? I want to listen and receive and allow answers to silence. Allow answers or silence to come without forcing it. I want to just be in the moment. I want to be in the moment. And I want you to close with gratitude and thank yourself for showing up and listening inwardly. This is my gift to you today, okay? I can repeat it, but you can rewind this and you can sign up and just get this so you can have it. And then I'll have lines and other things in there for you to work through. But I really want you to see that this is possible for you. If you're feeling stuck or scattered, I want you to go look after you. I'm in the belief that we should look after ourselves to be the best business owner, business person, artist, maker we can be. Because when you look after that person, you are better for it. You become this powerhouse that you probably never dreamt that you could be. I realize how great I handle being in business. Initially, I was I wasn't a teenager yet, but people were admiring what I did and they would talk to me about how they could do it. And I think I really truly count those at my training wheel coaching days. And although I didn't necessarily feel that that would come into anything, I was just amazed that somebody would see what I'm doing and think that they can grab value out of it. And because of that, I would at times just sit with myself thinking this is crazy. You know, most of us multi passionates have always been good at something plus something plus something. And at times, not always, but at times, people might have talked us out of it. So we hold on to this one thing, and we've got many things that we want to do, but we're afraid to do it. And I remember when I was telling a friend about it at the time, she says, "So how are you going to do them all?" And I said, "Well, I just divide my company in departments and I handle each department, and then at some point I'll hire people." I said, "It's just like, when I was designing clothing and I owned a daycare. And then I wanted to open a cleaning company. And I decided to just hire people and train them. And I could do this. And I told myself I could do this. And it didn't feel like it matched because it was three different things that I'm thinking about doing. And I was tutoring. And I said, how will I, not how will I get asked the question, how will I, do them all? And for me, it was like a no brainer. But for the person who that's not where their brain goes, it was hard. So I run the daycare open at 6 a.m. in the morning and I finish at 6 as a 12-hour shift. People really start coming at 7, but I get up. And I'm an early riser. Maybe you're not an early riser, this ain't for you. But I was an early riser, so I decided I would get up at 4, do my meditation, what have you. And from 5 to 6 is my sewing period. And I would sew for that hour and I would sew after. And I would design before. And once I get into the rhythm, I could do a lot of pieces in an hour. 2 hours, I was killing it. And I wanted to have one of my businesses where I am not actually doing the work. And so the cleaning made sense to me. I could train people, I could put them out there. Sorry if I'm rambling along, but I'm just giving you a gist of how, if you have a lot of tabs open and you're feeling like you're doing a lot, the key is to do the prompts I just gave you so that you can figure out where to put the bulk of your time, because maybe that's the place the money's coming from for now, and how you can adjust the monies so you could spend less time over time in that space so you can figure out how to get to the other thing. That's what I help people do. Most people got inside of them a bunch of things to do, but it's very hard to get those things done because you feel you're pulled in so many ways. I say it again. Being a young mom, I didn't even give myself credit for it because I went to college, I had 2 kids already. And having jobs while raising 2 young kids and in college is no small feat. I tell you, looking back, as always, if you're listening to this and you're anywhere past your 40s, you know that you've done so many things when you look back on, you can't even believe you do it, right? I mean, and I was doing it much younger. But just to give some perspective. And when I hit 50, I was like, so what are people going to do to me? Like, what can you do to me? I can do whatever I want. So I'm just going to go do it. And I start adding more things that I wanted to do. And then I drop off things weren't making me happy anymore. I wasn't feeling filled with it. It wasn't bringing me joy. And I like things to bring me joy. So once I started noticing that, I was like, okay, here's where I need to be. And that's why I need to drop. And this is what I need to keep. And here's things that always stay with me. I've always helped people with money financially. So I know that was part of me. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. I'm a bookkeeper. I teach people how to handle money, budgets, and that sort of thing. I enjoy that part of it, but money is hard. So I also need this other softer part where I can be creative and design. And I realize when I mesh the two together, like I am this crazy, happy, joyful person because I'm getting the best of both worlds. And so you have to find out for yourself how you mesh in the things you want to do. It's not like you can do it. Because trust me, most people are doing it, they mightn't call themselves that. But if you're a creator and you have a specific business that you're doing, that's two things you're doing. You're probably running a household or even looking after yourself, because people keep thinking looking after you is not a job. It's a job. So you probably do like three things. And how are you managing them? You're multi-passionate about the things you're doing. You better be passionate about life because you're here, right? So you're multitasking in that arena. You're doing that for yourself. So most of us are. We mightn't call ourselves that, or because we've been doing it so seamlessly, it feels that we're just in it and doing it. But we are. We are a generation. We have been for generations, not multitasker. I want to be clear on this. Not multitasker, multi-passionate. You're passionate about the thing and you're getting it done. Not a multitasker. Multitasking drains your energy like nobody's business. I want you to hear me on this. Don't do it. And I used to. Here's when I stopped. The laundry was finished and I didn't get to it yet. And something in the oven was being burnt. I was like, Karen, that's over, girl. You're not doing it. You are not doing it. And if I went all over the place chit-chatting, this is what this video is about, because I needed to make the video. I need to get it ready. I need to have it done so I can edit it. So that I can continue doing it, because I talk about this all the time and I don't want to fall into the thing I tell my clients not to do. Is if you're procrastinating about something, and I'm sure I said it just now, maybe differently, do the thing that you know you need to do. I'm doing the thing today that I've been putting off. I was supposed to start back my YouTube channel and have it running since the year began. We're in August. It's just because I refuse September to come about and it's not there. It's going to be a messy video. It's not me the greatest. I'm going to look back and probably cringe at this one. But I made it. Coach Karen Fern, your money mindset gal. The founder of the Multi-Passionate Academy, and those are the people I coach as well. And we're doing it perfectly imperfect. Messy as hell. When you coach with me, it's a feeling of coming home. Friends, join me for the next episode as we work through the process of finding out who you are. What do you want to do? What are you doing right now that's not working? What do you wish you could do? Knowing that you can. 3 cheers for yourself. You can. I believe in you. I believe you can. Trust me on this one. I've had many takes before. Whatever you end up seeing on the screen. Okay? Always have a good day. Bye for now.